good way of introducing a new educational institution here in Egypt, such a rigid country, that is almost impenetrable, very difficult to introduce new ideas. So I was inspired by the French model where the prépa prepares you for the grande école, for the national examination, which thousands of students, a very competitive exam. Here that doesn't really exist in that way. So preparing for what? And I didn't want to reduce it to an age group or people coming out of high school. So I thought from the beginning we'll take in students, graduates, high school graduates and college graduates, and then we'll play with this idea of is age sort of the defining characteristic when it comes to education. I don't think so, and this is why we have an intergenerational group gathered here. We can provide, as an educational institution, we can provide sort of the infrastructure of the bridge, but where the direction of the bridge is for the student to decide where he wants his education to take him, right? So at the end of the day, what we're offering at CILAS is a year-long bridge program. In a developing country such as Egypt, liberal arts education should go one step further and actually study and engage the reality that we're in. And so the idea was then to bring this, to call it development-oriented liberal arts education. One that plays on the one hand with ideas that are timeless and spaceless, and that requires sort of a fine-tuning of your analytical skills, so that you don't say, no, I'm for or against, right? Most of the debates that we're struggling with these days are not black or white debates. They're somewhat gray debates. And positioning yourself on this gray spectrum, this is sort of the idea of the core curriculum, which every liberal arts student has to complete. I think everyone has the capacity to think theoretically and make sense of abstract notions. But then again, it's never reduced to that, right? So what we try to do at CILAS is to promote three forms of learning, if you will. This intellectual learning through debate and listening to one another, which is something that is missing here. I hear many people have very, very firm opinions, but are not willing to listen to the opposing opinion. I think, so what in German is called a Diskussionskultur, a culture of discussion and hearing one another out. I think this is what we're trying to emphasize with intellectual learning at CILAS. What we're also doing is called what we call experiential learning through community service and engaging and assuming social responsibility. Well, finally, so we're trying to do this intellectual and experiential learning, and then all of this has to be applied somehow. Because if it's passive knowledge, well, there's no point. So what we do at CILAS are so-called capstone projects, where students independently try and figure out a project that we give them, an assignment to work on.